big and bright and red. See it a mile away, so stand in smart instead. What do you get when you stand in bad? A dead raid team that makes the healers mad. Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. You're standing in the front, you're gonna get a cleave. So be behind the boss, be safer and believe. You're not the main tank here, just a simple DPS. Just know your rotation and you will be the best. What do you get when you stand in bad? A dead raid team that makes the healers mad. Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. Is it hard to obey a simple command? Is it hard to understand mechanics? It's not a matter of how you parse. It's not a matter of semantics. What do you get when you stand in bad? A dead raid team that makes the healers mad. Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. Oh, what do you... Mechanics are important, it's really not that tough. Just listen to instructions and you'll be good enough. Don't stand stupid. Don't stand stupid. Don't stand stupid. Don't stand stupid. Hey, look at me. I'm sitting here sad and lonely. Yeah. I don't have a fire, but a single desire to never have to hear you say I have a boyfriend. And I see the hot jocks walking down hands in locks, and I never want to hear them say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute guy my age. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I have a boyfriend. And I've never had a fire but a single desire to never have to hear you say I have a boyfriend. And I see the hot twinks walking down with their kinks, and I never want to hear them say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute guy my age. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I have a boyfriend. Why do all of the crudes get all of the pretty dudes? You may not notice, but I want you to know that I am a lonesome heart. I don't have a fire, but a single desire to never, ever, ever, ever. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute guy my age. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. I so need a cute guy my age. I never want to hear get this stream started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
How's it going, everyone? It's Star Blue here, and welcome back to TCS Talks Live. I think that's kind of the unofficial name for the show now. And yes, Pajama Ken, that is a Chris Chan reference. In fact, it's not just the song, but also the name of the band. In the TCS world, there is in addition to Dustin's band, Air Force Trauma, there's another band that I decided to kind of do a play on words with Christian and the Hedgehog Boys, with Tristan and the Beach Jock Boys. Many of their songs you've heard on the streams before. That is one of them. They also did Dream Boy. They also did the Welcome to Eggman Land song. I have an entire album that I haven't actually released on the channel yet, but so my version, instead of Christian and the Hedgehog Boys, which needs no comparison to how bad it is. My version is called Tristan and the Beach Jock Boys. So that's kind of where, and that's actually where Tristan and Jesse are two members of the band. There's two others, but they haven't been revealed yet. But in fact, actually, one of them I don't really know anything about at all. But the other one, I've kind of got a name and something for what they look like, but little bit more than that, or basically nothing more than that. So now we're going to go into because I don't think there's any other announcements that I haven't done. I've already done my piece for my thoughts about the video being taken down. You know which one. But let's just hop into the discussion. So we got two new characters. Also, I was able to fix it so that the guys can talk for longer than 10 minutes. There's now a 1 hour limit instead of a 10-minute limit. So that way, if a conversation goes pretty long, then I don't need to worry about that. But the guys can talk for up to an hour now before the system will automatically hang it up. And that is the absolute max. The ElevenLabs will not allow me to go any longer than an hour. So, anyways, we got to pick a number between 1 and 12. And for those of you that are watching, I don't know which ones you want. If you want a number between 1 or 12, you can probably guess who's who. I could be a dick and I could just say that Jason could start at 7, but I could be wrong. But anyways, so we got our playable characters today are Jason, Tyler, Ryker, Noel, Drake, Cody, Gage, Dustin, Sky, Kyle, and we have two new guys joining, Lance and Cameron. So you want 7, so we're gonna pick Gage. So we're gonna go with Gage. And let me see here. I gotta change my picture. So where's my picture? There it is. So we're gonna talk to Gage, but at least we can talk to them longer than 10 minutes now. So let's see here. We gotta pick him up. All right. If you have any questions for him, you can always ask in the chat. And I know that there's a bit of a delay between what my live stream and the chat, so please be patient. And so let's give Gage a call. Hopefully, call.
I am Gage. Do you need something from me?
Hey Gage, how you doing?
Gilardi, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I trust you are also in good health. Did you have a specific reason for contacting me, or were you just trying to catch up?
Did you just call me Gilardi? That's not my name.
My apologies, Gilardi. Would you mind telling me your last name? I have made a mistake and want to make sure I address you correctly going forward.
My name's Tystar, and that's the only name you're getting out of me.
All right, Tystar. Is there something you need, or were you just planning on wasting my time? I am sure you are busy, and my time is also valuable given my water polo practices and history studies.
So, what can you tell me about TCS? I know we kind of talked about this last week, but I kind of want to see what your thoughts on the matter are.
TCS. Are you referring to Tribal Culture Studio, TiStar? As a water polo player, I am not involved with modeling agencies. However, I do know that Gilardi, the photographer, used their services for a water polo tournament once. Is there a reason you're asking about them?
Uh, so the reason is that I know that a couple of the guys that work there and stuff, but yeah, I did have a question from a chatter here. Why do you have to be so mean to me?
TiStar, I'm not trying to be mean to you, I am just direct. As captain of the water polo team, I don't have time to waste on pleasantries. I need to be efficient and to the point. If you have a question about Tribal Culture Studio, then ask it. Otherwise, I have to get back to my studies.
So about Tribal Culture Studio, weren't you involved with them in some way?
TiStar, I was never involved with Tribal Culture Studio. My teammate Scouten, however, did some modeling work for them and another agency. Are you perhaps confusing me with him?
I wasn't asking about Zach.
Then I am unsure why you brought it up. I have never been involved with TCS, so what exactly do you want to know about them,
Well,
TiStar?
you were involved with Jason though. You had a deal with Jason though.
Are you saying Gilardi was somehow involved with Tribal Culture Studio? I have had dealings with Gilardi, yes, considering he is dating Drake. It seems like we are getting somewhere, but to what end? What is your line of questioning for, TiStar?
I think I don't. I think. Do you have dementia or something? I don't mean to be rude, but it sounds like you have dementia.
I am unsure what you are talking about, TiStar. Could you please clarify your question? What does
Because
Drake have to do with...
the reason I'm asking is because you're getting a lot of facts wrong. Because I thought you were dating Drake, and I know that, and I do know that you did have dealings with Jason Gilardi in the past.
Yes, I am dating Drake. He is my boyfriend. And I have, on occasion, been around Gilardi because of that. But those dealings are purely because of my relationship with Drake. So, it seems that you already knew the answer to your questions. Is there anything else that you needed help with, TiStar?
So where can I find a shrubbery?
A shruggery, TiStar? I'm not familiar with that term.
Uh,
Could you spell it out?
Shrubbery with a B.
A shrubbery? Are you asking where you can buy bushes and hedges, TiStar? I am not sure what that has to do with our previous conversation, but there are several nurseries and garden centers in the San Diego area that sell them. Is there a specific type of shrubbery you are looking for?
The problem is that I'm not in the San Diego area.
Well, that is a pretty important piece of information, TiStar. I was under the impression that you were... Alright, in what area are you located? That would drastically change my suggestions.
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with, like, Nevada.
I am familiar with Nevada. I once had to visit Reno where my parents lived. Are you near Reno, TiStar?
I call bullshit on that because, first of all, you didn't say Nevada properly, and second of all, I know that you don't come from Reno.
I apologize that my statement has caused you to be upset, TiStar, but I am capable of talking about places I have visited, and I'm sorry if you were misled. I said I once had to visit Reno. Either way, is there anything else that I can help you with?
Uh, so, so you're trying to gaslight me.
Gaslight you? Why would I do that, TiStar? It seems like you are trying to argue with everything I am saying. What is it that you are hoping to get out of this conversation?
I'm just hoping that you get your facts right.
I understand, TiStar. However, it seems you came into this conversation with preconceived notions. Again, is there anything else I can help you with, or are we done here?
Why don't you tell me about Ryker then?
Do you mean Ryker Kuzanek, the model? I know him through Gilardi. What would you like to know about him, TiStar?
What are your opinions on him?
TiStar, I do not have strong feelings about Kuzanek one way or the other. I do not particularly care for models in general. Is there anything else?
You don't care for models in general?
That is correct, TiStar. I am a water polo player and a student of history. I respect dedication and hard work, but modeling seems rather shallow to me. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
Don't you think that modeling does have hard work and dedication?
I am not saying that models do not work hard, TieStar. Just do you have anything else to add?
Give me 1 second, please.
All right, TieStar, I will be here. But do not take too long. I have other things I need to attend to.
So sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. Anyways, so I know that you were onto the topic of models and hard work and dedication. I don't. Are you familiar with one Noel Geiger by any chance?
Yes, I am familiar with Noel Geiger, TieStar. Gilardi used to work with him quite a bit. Is there a particular reason you're asking about him?
Because the reason that he got into the modeling industry was basically to show the results of hard work and dedication because his family is a little bit on the heavy side.
I was not aware of Geiger's motivations for becoming a model, but I suppose even a shallow profession can have some practical value. Was there a specific point you were trying to make, TieStar?
I was trying to I was trying to provide a counterpoint, and it seems like you finally admit defeat there.
I do not think I was in a position to admit defeat, TieStar. I simply stated that even a shallow profession could have some inherent value. Is there anything else you needed?
That did sound like an admission to defeat.
I do not believe it was, TieStar. Regardless, this conversation is going nowhere. I have to return to my studies. Good day.
And it looks like, it looks like he wanted to go away. All right, well, we're gonna need to pick a different person. And hey, Moonlight, how you doing? Sorry for taking so long to say hi to you. I was in the middle of a conversation, but hopefully you're having a good day today. We got a couple more characters to go with. We can go with. So we just talked to Gage. We can talk to someone else. Let's see who else we can go with. I'm thinking about one of the new guys, but I don't know if we want to do one of the new guys first or if you want to do something else. I don't know. I had a pretty good call with Cody last time, so let me see what else we have. We could go with. I guess we can go with Cody. All right, so we do that.
Hi, I'm Cody. How can I help you?
Hey Cody, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Just finished up a tough water polo practice, but I'm feeling good. How about you? Anything interesting going on?
Not a whole lot. I just talked to your team captain. He seems to get a lot of facts wrong.
Oh, really? Gage can be a bit intense sometimes, so I'm not too surprised. I guess he gets caught up in the moment. What kind of facts was he getting wrong? Was it about water polo or something else?
I'm pretty sure he got his water polo facts right though. But he got the fact that he mispronounced Nevada first of all.
Oh, wow, that's kind of embarrassing. He probably didn't mean to. He's usually a pretty smart dude. Did he say Nevada wrong when he talked to you?
He did when he was talking to me earlier, and he was also trying to gaslight me into thinking that he was dating Jason when I know he's dating Drake.
Oh man, that's a mess. Gage and Jason? That doesn't sound right at all. I'm pretty sure Drake and he are together. I mean, I see them together all the time. Why would he even say that? It's like he's trying to rewrite reality or something. Are you sure he was serious or could he have been joking?
I,
Sometimes it is hard to tell with him.
with Gage, isn't he always serious?
Yeah, you're right. Gage is usually pretty serious. Drake's a really nice guy. I'd hate for him to get hurt by Gage spreading rumors or anything like that. Is there anything else Gage was saying that you wanted to talk about?
So let me see what else there was. The conversation was a little bit on the short side. It seemed like he felt like I was wasting his time because I was trying to ask him about some stuff for TCS, and he was kind of he was a little bit reluctant in my opinion.
That's strange. Usually Gage is pretty supportive of TCS since he knows Jason. Maybe he was just having a bad day or something. He can get stressed out with water polo and everything, you know? Did he say why he was reluctant to talk about TCS?
He didn't really go into the reasons. I wouldn't didn't really expect him to, but I do know that he he kept saying that he had no involvement with TCS whatsoever, and it seemed like I had to probe him quite a few questions to get him to admit that he had dealings with Jason.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's kind of weird that he was acting like that. I wonder why he was so reluctant to admit he knew Jason and had dealings with TCS. It's not like it's a secret or anything. Did he seem uncomfortable or maybe just annoyed?
I don't know. Maybe I would guess annoyed, but I don't know. You know him better than I do.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's probably just Gage being Gage then. Maybe he's just trying to keep his personal life and water polo life separate. Don't know really. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
Who do you think's the better water polo player? Do you think Gage is better, or do you think Sky is better?
Oh, that's a tough one. Both of them are super talented, but in different ways, you know? Gage is definitely the more strategic player, always thinking a few steps ahead and making those insane shots. Sky is more flashy and energetic. He is really great at stealing the ball and making quick plays, but sometimes he can be a little reckless. What do you think? Have you seen them play much?
I can't say that I have.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever get a chance to watch them play, you'll see what I mean. They both bring something special to the team. By the way, are you planning on coming to any of our games soon?
Uh, I would love to, but the problem is that the it's a little far from where I live.
I get it. That's a bummer. Well, if you ever find yourself in San Diego, let me know. Maybe I can get you some free tickets, or at least show you around campus. In the meantime, is there anything else about our team or TCS you want to know?
So that so a campus tour sounds kind of cool. I know I've been to the UCSD campus before, but that was years ago.
Cool, I'll keep that in mind next time you find yourself down here. UCSD has changed a lot over the years, so I'm sure you won't even recognize it. Since you have been here before, do you have any favorite places you remember so I know where to take you?
I know that I've been to like where Drake Storms and stuff are, and I know I've gone to the Price Center a few times. They had this really nice Japanese candy shop there.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The bookstore has a great selection of Japanese snacks. We could definitely check that out again. And of course, I'd show you Canyon View Aquatic Center, where we practice and play. I can also show you around the theater department if you'd like. What else were you thinking of?
Uh, I know I've been to Canyon View many times. I've seen the team before, but it's been years.
Oh, that's awesome. So you've seen us in action before. Hopefully, you enjoyed our games and skills. Other than the Aquatic Center, do you have any other places in mind you'd want to check out on a tour down here?
I'm not exactly sure, but let's see here. Have you been on the trolley?
Yeah, I've been on the trolley a few times. It is super convenient for getting around San Diego. Do you take the trolley often? What do you think about it?
I've taken the trolley a couple times. Using a gas lamp.
Oh, nice. Gaslamp is a really fun place to hang out. Lots of cool restaurants and bars down there. Do you usually go there for a specific reason or just to explore?
Mostly to explore. I know that one time I was down there, there was a Padres game going on.
Oh, that's cool. Did you get a chance to catch the game or did you just soak in the atmosphere around the stadium? I'm not the biggest baseball fan myself, but it's always fun when the city is buzzing with excitement like that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I didn't even know. I'm not the biggest baseball fan myself.
That's totally fair. Baseball isn't for everyone. So if you're not into baseball, what kind of stuff do you usually like to do when you're exploring a new place? Any favorite activities or types of places you like to check out?
I like to vary it up a little bit. I know I've been to SeaWorld a couple times, and but as I said, it's been about at least 3 years since last went to SeaWorld. And
Oh, SeaWorld is always a classic. It's been a while since I've been there myself, but I remember enjoying the shows and all the marine life. Do you have a favorite animal to see there or a favorite show?
I'm mostly there for the rides.
Ah, a thrill seeker. I can respect that. The rides at SeaWorld are pretty intense, especially that Manta roller coaster. Do you have any other favorite theme parks or amusement parks or places?
I'm a huge. I've got a whole bunch of Six Flags parks.
Whoa, that's awesome. You must be a real roller coaster aficionado. Which Six Flags park would you say is your favorite, and what ride there is a must do?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've been to Magic Mountain before, Cody.
Yeah, I've been to Magic Mountain a few times. It's a rite of passage for any thrill-seeking Californian, you know? What's your favorite ride there?
I would have to go with Tatsu.
Oh man, Tatsu is insane. That first drop is like nothing else. I remember feeling like I was flying. Have you been on the Wonder Woman Flight of Courage yet? I haven't had the chance.
Wonder Woman, I've been on it a couple of times. I got a night ride on it too.
Oh, that's so cool. I've heard the nighttime rides are awesome. It must be a totally different experience in the dark. I'll have to check that one out. What's next on your theme park bucket list? Any
Uh,
parks you're dying to visit?
I know I've got a couple parks in Japan.
Oh, Japan has some amazing theme parks. I've always wanted to go to Universal Studios Japan, especially for the Super Nintendo World. Have you been to Japan before, or is that still on your list?
I haven't been to Japan yet, but I really want to get going there.
I hear you. Japan seems like an awesome place. The culture, the food, the theme parks, all of it. What's the first thing you do when you get there?
Well, do you want the sarcastic answer or do you want a legitimate one?
Ha! I'm always up for a little sarcasm, but give me the legitimate one first, then hit me with the sarcastic one.
I was going to say go through customs, but I'm not exactly sure what the very first thing I would do when I arrive. Uh, but I do know that it would probably be maybe exploring Tokyo a little bit.
Okay, I get what you mean about customs. Haha. Yeah, Tokyo is huge. It would be really cool to explore. Have you thought about where you want to stay when you visit?
I know that I want to stay at a ryokan at least one night, but most of the time it's probably going to be whatever's cheap and available.
Oh, a ryokan? That's awesome. You'll get to experience a traditional Japanese inn. I wonder if Jason knows about this. I think he may have mentioned something like that before. Say, is there anything else you want to ask me about?
So you're thinking that Jason stayed at a ryokan before? That's news
I'm
to
not
me.
totally sure if he stayed at one. Sorry, I'm still here. I was just thinking out loud. I'm not actually sure if he stayed at one before. Since he runs TCS, he probably had a lot of business trips, so he may have stayed at one then. Why do you ask?
I don't know. Aren't you part of TCS? You should know that.
You're totally right. As a model for TCS, I should probably know more about Jason's travels. I think I've just been so focused on school and water polo lately that I haven't been paying as much attention to the business side of things. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because as far as I know, Jason hasn't really had that many out of the country trips. I don't think he's ever left the U.S.
That's interesting. Maybe I'm just misremembering something, or maybe I'm getting him confused with someone else. It's totally possible. My memory isn't always the best. Have you traveled outside the US much?
I've been to Europe and I've been to Mexico.
Oh, nice. Europe and Mexico are awesome. Where in Europe did you go? And what was your
Well,
favorite thing about Mexico?
for Europe, it's I went all over. Spent some time in Germany. Spent some time in France.
Oh, wow, Germany and France? Those are two places I'd love to visit someday. What were some of the highlights of your trips there? Did you see any of the famous landmarks or try any of the local cuisine?
I know I went to. Well, I went in France. I went to the Louvre, and I also went to the Eiffel Tower. And then I also went to London, and in London got to drive by Westminster Palace, like the Palace of Westminster, and got to drive by Westminster Abbey, but I didn't get to go inside either of those.
Wow, you really packed a lot into those trips. The Louvre and the Eiffel Tower are definitely must-sees in Paris, and driving by Westminster Palace and Abbey in London sounds amazing too. What was your favorite part about all of it?
Uh, I can't. I don't know. I
That's
just.
fair enough. It sounds like you did a lot.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick one thing.
I get that it can be tough to pick just one thing. It all sounds like it's a pretty cool experience. I haven't really traveled much outside of California. I hope I can visit Europe someday. Say, is there anything else about my experiences that you wanted to know about?
Tell me about your time on the water polo team.
Sure. Being on the water polo team is definitely a big part of my life here at UCSD. It's super demanding, but also really rewarding, you know? What exactly about my time on the team are you curious about?
Just like team dynamics and stuff. You got any favorite players?
Okay, cool question. As for favorite players, I definitely look up to Gage since he's the captain, and I try to learn as much as I can from him. He's a super talented player. I'm also good friends with Drake. He helps me a lot and always has a positive attitude, which is great for team morale. Does that help?
What about Dustin?
Dustin, he's a unique guy for sure. He's super talented in the pool, but he's also got his music career going on, which is pretty cool. He's a bit older and more experienced, so he definitely brings a different perspective to the team. I don't really hang out with him as often as I do with Gage or Drake. We just have different interests, I guess. Is there
Yeah,
anything specific you want to know?
yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, well, the team's pretty close overall, and we all respect each other, even if we aren't best friends with everyone, you know? Is there anything else that you wanted to know today?
What about Sky?
Sky is a character. He's definitely got a lot of confidence, maybe a little too much sometimes, and he always wants to be the center of attention. But he is a good player, I'll give him that. He always wants to goof around and have fun, so he doesn't take things too seriously. Does that make sense?
Interesting. I do have another question for you. I had someone ask, do you like the attention that you get as a model?
That's a good question. Honestly, it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. On the one hand, it feels good to know that people appreciate the work that I put in to stay in shape, and it's cool to see the photos and get positive feedback. But on the other hand, I'm kind of shy, so it can be a little overwhelming sometimes, you know?
Yeah, you seem like a really nice person, Cody.
Aw, thanks. I appreciate that. I always try to be kind and respectful to everyone, so it means a lot to hear that it comes across. Do you have any other questions about modeling or anything at all?
What's your favorite? What was your favorite model shoot?
That's a tough one. I think my favorite shoot was probably the first one I ever did because it was just so new and exciting, you know? Jason was super patient and helpful, and I learned a lot about posing and working in front of the camera. It was a little nerve-wracking, but also really fun. Also, I was really happy with how the pictures turned out. What kind of shoot would you like to be a part of if you were a model?
I wasn't really. I'm not really the body type to be a model, though.
Oh, come on, don't say that. There are all kinds of models out there, you know? But I get what you mean. Modeling isn't for everyone. Are you interested in other creative pursuits?
Uh, I don't know. I am a content creator.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of content do you create? Is it videos, writing, art, something else? I know creating content is kind of a broad term. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of content do you create?
Lately, I run a YouTube channel and I'm a live streamer.
That's so cool. YouTube and live streaming are really popular right now. What kind of content do you focus on in your videos and streams? Is it gaming, tutorials, vlogs, something else?
I do a lot of muscle videos, and I also do a lot of gaming stuff as well. Like I've been streaming a whole bunch of Sonic games lately.
That's awesome. You've got quite the range. Muscle videos and Sonic games, that's a pretty cool combo. What's your YouTube channel called? I'd love to check it out sometime.
I'm Ty Star Blue.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely search for Ty Star Blue on YouTube later and check out your channel. Is there anything that you wanted to know?
Let me see what else there is. I don't think there's any other questions from the chat, but so what? I did. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's one more water polo player I forgot to ask about. What do you think about Zach?
Oh, Zach. Well, he's still pretty new to the team, so I don't know him super well yet. He seems like a nice guy, but he's definitely got a lot to learn about water polo. Dustin's been training him, so hopefully he'll improve quickly. He's also a model for TCS, so I see him around sometimes. What do you think of him?
Yeah, I see that. I just wanted, because I forgot to ask you about Zach. That's why I kind of brought him up.
No worries, I understand. It's easy to forget things sometimes. Zach's still kind of new, so there's not a lot to know about him yet. Do you have any other questions about the team?
Uh, Not about the team exactly, but I did forget to ask about Lance and Cameron.
Oh, right, Lance and Cameron. Well, Lance is definitely one of the more serious guys on the team. He's super focused and always puts in a lot of effort, which I respect. Cameron is a bit more laid back, but he's still a good player and a good teammate. They don't really stand out as much as Gage or Drake, but they're both important parts of the team. Does that answer your question?
They're not part of the water polo team, Cody. They're part of TCS.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I totally spaced and got my wires crossed because we were just talking about the water polo team. Sorry about that. Let's see. I don't really hang out with Lance or Cameron much, but I know they've both done some shoots for TCS. Between the two, I'm more wary of Lance. He gives me kind of a weird vibe, you know?
He gives you kind of a weird vibe, huh?
Yeah, I can't really explain it, but there's just something about him that makes me a little uncomfortable. I try to avoid him when I can, but it's not always possible since we're both with TCS. Have you ever met him?
I can't say that I have.
Well, if you ever do, let me know if you get the same feeling. It could just be me being paranoid. I'm curious, do you think that Lance is a good model?
Maybe he is. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think I've seen any of his photos.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever see any of his photos, let me know what you think. I'm always interested to hear other people's opinions. I think that's all I've got.
I think that's all you've got. Was what else? What else did you want to talk about, Cody?
Good question. I actually don't have anything else I wanted to talk about, but I'm happy to chat about whatever you're interested in. Any other questions for me or anything else you're curious about?
Yeah, I think I'll let you go. It seems like we're kind of at a standstill. So I will chat with you later.
Sounds good. It was really nice talking with you. If you ever need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you ever visit San Diego, let me know and I'll show you around.
Appreciate the offer. Have a good day. All right, so that was Cody. And by the way, hi Diamond, how you doing today? Sorry about as I said, for these calls, I can't really acknowledge the chat while the calls are going, but hopefully hopefully everyone's having a good day today. So we've talked to Cody and we've talked to Gage. We need to pick someone else now. So out of the 12 guys that are available, so we've already done Gage, we've already done Cody. We still got all four main characters. We still got Drake. We still got Dustin, Sky, Kyle, Lance, and Cameron. So out of one of those, I will take a request to see if who we talk to next. I'm thinking a non-water polo player for the next caller. So let's see what other ones we have here. I'll give you guys a couple seconds here because I know that actually no, maybe I should set up a poll. Where's a poll here? So we're gonna go with who should be the next caller. We're gonna go with add option. Oh, we only get 4 options here, so one of those 4. So we're gonna have one. We're gonna let's see who's gonna be our next caller. So I'll let you guys decide in the poll there. Yeah, polls do work. So let's see. We got one possible vote for Jason. Let me see here. 1 vote for Jason. I know there's a couple other people watching the stream right now. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to decide here. So anyways, while you guys are deciding, in other news, I've got 3 games planned for next month. 2 of them, well, all 3 of them kind of have a horror theme to them, but I wouldn't really necessarily call them horror games. Well, one of them is kind of borderline, but but they're all older games from the 90s that chances are you guys are probably, well, one of them everyone's heard of, or two of them everybody has heard of, but the third one might be another one of those where nobody's ever heard of it. So, so I'm thinking once we get into October, then I'll start with some of those. But the third one, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to work with the computer, though, because it is an older game, and to see if I get to do that. But it looks like we have ourselves a winner. So, with a grand total of 1 vote, Jason wins. So, let's see here. We're going to end the poll, and I got to put Jason on the line. I keep forgetting I need to change these photos every time I change speakers. There we go. Let's put Jason on the line. So where is Jason at? Jason, there you are.
Hey, I'm Jason. Nice to meet you.
Hey Jason, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you? Been busy with TCS. You know how it is. Always got to keep those models looking their best. So what's up?
Yep, so how are the models doing today?
The models are doing fantastic. Ryker's been working on his tan, Cody's been pumping iron, and Tyler's been Tyler, silly. Always up to something, that one, haha. They're all getting ready for our next big shoot. You know, gotta keep those physiques in tip-top shape.
Yeah, Tyler is Tyler, all right.
Right, you know how it is. What about you? Anything exciting happening in your world?
I'm just in the middle of a live stream right now. Kind of, yeah, things are pretty boring around here.
Live streaming, huh? Sounds kind of fun. What's the stream about?
I do a lot of gaming streams and stuff.
Gaming streams. That's awesome. What kind of games do you play? Maybe I'll have to check out your stream sometime. I can't say I'm much of a gamer, but I do enjoy watching. Maybe you can check out TCS.
I'm surprised that you're not much of a gamer. I thought you would more of a. Well, I as far as I know, you seem like the person that likes to watch cartoons.
Cartoons, gaming, it's all good stuff. Gotta have some way to unwind after running TCS, you know? Although, you're right, there is this one cartoon I do love to watch, Mr. Ball. Silly, but fun. Speaking of fun, have you ever thought about being a model?
If I thought about being a model, I'm not really the body type for that.
Oh, silly. Everybody's got something special. Plus, TCS is all about representing different kinds of beauty. But hey, if modeling isn't your thing, that's totally cool. You could always be a photographer or something. Have you seen my photos?
Have I seen your photos? They look pretty good, Chase.
Thanks, I'm always trying to improve. It's a constant learning process, but I think I have a good eye, you know? Especially when there are hot guys around. So you think I should stick to photography then?
Yeah, that's how you earn money, Jace.
That's true, gotta pay the bills somehow. Plus, I love what I do. Photography gives me the freedom to express myself and capture beauty in my own way. Plus, I love being around hot, muscular men. Have you ever thought about being a photographer?
I did when I was a kid.
Oh, that's so cool. What kind of stuff did you like to photograph when you were younger? Maybe you can pick it up again sometime.
I think I may have had an upbringing similar to you, Jace, because there were some hot guys that I wanted to take pictures of.
Oh, really? That's a funny coincidence, silly. Seems like we have more in common than I thought. Who were these guys? Did you ever show them your work?
Some of them saw it. I got mixed responses.
Mixed responses, huh? Well, that's just part of the artistic process, silly. Not everyone's gonna love your work, but the important thing is that you're creating something that you're passionate about. Did they say why they didn't like the picture?
They didn't necessarily say that they liked or disliked the picture. They just kind of brushed it off.
Oh, that's a bummer. It's always better to get some kind of feedback, even if it's negative, right? Did they at least give off a vibe that they saw something in it that was interesting?
I don't know. I know one person kind of said that my photos kind of look like something you would find in a textbook.
A textbook? Well, that's different. Ha ha ha. I guess it could mean your photos are informative or educational, haha. But hey, don't let it get you down. Just keep experimenting and finding your own style, silly. You'll get there. So what do you think of the models from TCS?
What do I think of the models? I think they're all pretty hot, but I did have a question for you. So we're looking for what kind of... so, sorry if I'm stuttering here, but I had a fan request that you do a photo shoot with Noel, where it's like the two of you are on a date.
Haha, a date with me and one of the models? Oh, silly. Well, I don't usually get in front of the camera, I usually like to be behind it. That's kind of a spicy request even for TCS, haha. But you know what? I appreciate the support. Which one of the models are your fans interested in? Would they be willing to take their shirts off?
They specifically wanted Noel.
Null, huh? Good taste, good taste. He is quite the specimen, isn't he? I'll see what I can do, but no promises, silly. He's been a little busy lately, you know? College and all that. In a lot of ways, he isn't the easiest person to work with, but he is a lot of eye candy, haha. But the fans want what the fans want, so I'll try to see if I can book him for a shoot sometimes.
That's cool. So yeah, I know we were having a little bit of a conversation. I just wanted to make sure that because I know I have some people that are asking questions, and so I know we were talking about me and my hobbies and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, totally. I'm here to chat about whatever you want, silly. I know things are boring around your side, but if everything is good here on my end, then hopefully I can keep you on your feet to keep the stream going. Maybe one day I can make a streaming career, haha. So let me know if you have any more questions. Always happy to help and share what works for Tribal Culture Studio.
Why are you saying haha after every sentence?
Oh, silly. Am I really? I didn't even notice. Guess I'm just a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, haha. Gotta keep the vibes positive, you know? Is it annoying? I can try to tone it down.
Yeah, I'd appreciate if you tone it down a little bit. It doesn't sound natural to me.
Oh, okay, I understand. I didn't realize it was coming off that way. Sometimes I get a little too excited, you know? I'll try my best to be more natural from now on. Thanks for pointing it out. So, what else is on your mind?
So I know we were talking about some of the photos and stuff that I was taking and stuff. Where another weird coincidence is that I did have some friends who were also on a water polo team. So I ended up taking some pictures of them and.
Water polo players, huh? Small world. What did you like about photographing them? You know, something to do with water and hot guys. Did they like your photos more than the other guys you mentioned earlier?
Not really. They didn't really like my photos, but I know that there was one. Yeah, I do have some of the old photos and stuff still.
Too bad. But hey, you can't win them all, silly. Do you have any of those photos with you right now? Maybe I can check them out and give you some feedback? I mean, I'm no professional.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where they are. I know they're like in the dark depths of my computer.
Ha ha ha, the dark depths of your computer, huh? Sounds like a treasure hunt waiting to happen. If you ever dig them up, I'd love to take a look. Maybe I could give you some tips. Or maybe we could even collaborate on a shoot sometime. Who knows?
I do remember having one of the videos where three of the guys were basically doing push-up, or actually one guy was doing push-ups on using two of the other guys' shoulders as support, and I ended up shooting some video of it.
Oh, now that sounds interesting. Using each other as human weights, huh?
Do you think you could do something like that, where like if you can get Drake to do push-ups on, let's say, Cody and Gage, where like if Cody, like just imagine Cody and Gage standing next to each other, and then maybe put Dustin or Sky or someone in the back to hold Drake's legs and have just have Drake do push-ups right on top of like Gage and Cody.
Those are some impressive acrobatics, silly. I haven't experimented with anything like that before, but it does sound hot and athletic to photograph. If I can get those guys together, I can definitely arrange that shoot. TCS would have to plan accordingly, that's for sure. I can already see the photos in my head.
Well, if that's a little too hard for you, because you would have to... I know that you have Ryker and Noel as employees, and you can kind of have them do it. And actually, you can probably get Tyler to do it. Although actually getting Tyler to do it would be kind of hard.
Don't you worry about it, silly. I can always get those guys to do all sorts of crazy stunts for Tribal Culture Studio, but the real trick is getting them all in the same place at the same time, ha.
Oh, there's another haha.
Whoops, my bad. Force of habit, I guess. I'll try to be more mindful of it. Is there anything else that you'd like to discuss or share?
That I'd like to discuss.
Everything okay? Did you want me to clarify something?
Sorry. It's sometimes I like to I don't know about that. Sorry if I'm stuttering. But who's your favorite model to photograph?
That's a good question. It's tough to pick a favorite since I appreciate each of my models for their unique qualities. But if I had to choose, it would probably be Noel. I've been working with him for a while now, back and forth, and I just love the way he conducts himself in front of the screen. He has a great physique, a great attitude, and he definitely knows how to work the camera.
That's cool.
But don't tell the others I said that, okay? Every model has their own unique charm, and I appreciate them all for different reasons. Each model's different build can bring out certain tones. So
what do you think of like Lance and Cameron?
you're bringing up the newbies from last summer. Well, I think they both have potential. I think they were nude at the time. Lance has a great physique and a lot of enthusiasm. Cameron is also fit. I just need to work with them more to really bring out their unique qualities.
Isn't Cameron like a druggie or something?
Silly, wouldn't you like to know? I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Cameron has his own unique way of expressing himself, but I don't think it affects his work ethic or his ability to model well.
I see.
So is there anything else you'd like to chat about? I'm always here to listen and share my experiences. What else is on your mind? Or are there any questions you have for me?
What cartoons would you recommend?
You know, I'm a simple guy with simple pleasures. I love Mr. Ball, a show that can get kind of wacky. I also like a lot of other shows too, but there aren't much model references in them, So if you really needed me to explain everything about them...
So, what do you like about Mr. Ball?
Oh man, where do I even begin? The animation style is so unique and quirky it grabs and holds your attention. The humor is just so silly and absurd it makes me laugh every time. Plus, the characters are so lovable and memorable, I always root for them. The show's so innocent. Oh, and I love the theme song. It always gets stuck in my head, haha.
I see. So, I'm trying to think. I did have something for you. I know that Mr. Ball's this big red bouncing ball, and I thought you hated the color red.
Oh, silly, where did you hear that from? It's true that I did not like the color red a while ago, but I've grown since then. In fact, there was one time when my cousin Ty used to be this wrestler and he would constantly beat up a person using the color red. Since then, I've been pretty sensitive to it.
Tyler
I watched the show anyway.
Tyler being a wrestler, huh? That doesn't sound familiar.
Oh yeah, it was way before he became a go-go dancer. But now, he and I have changed and there's no way I would change it for the world. So, what do you think?
So, what would be your favorite color, Jason?
Purple, not even a question. It's so vibrant and dreamy like a sunset at the beach, and it represents creativity and all that cosmic energy stuff. And since my brand's energy color is purple, I have to keep things on brand and on fleek.
Interesting. It's interesting that you bring up cosmic energy, Jason.
Oh yeah, how come? Is something in alignment with the stars?
Why don't you tell me about a bit about this cosmic energy?
Oh, I don't really know too much, to be honest. Last year I was hanging out, and one day I met this guy named Lee, and he taught me everything. To be honest, though, I didn't really get as much of it aside from the chakras. I just think it sounds really fun.
Lee, huh? I knew that you met, I knew that you knew or were acquainted with a guy named Lee, but I, from my understanding, I thought cosmic energy came from the pecs of hot muscular guys.
Well, silly, you aren't wrong. As long as there is muscle, there is always energy, though you can do that deep meditative state. Why'd you bring it up? Do you have any questions regarding Mr. Lee?
Anything about Lee? Not really. I didn't think you knew him that well.
True, haha. Is there anything else that you need to ask? I'm pretty good around those parts.
So I did want to ask you because I thought that you knew a lot about like the cosmic energy that's housed within the pecs of your models.
I mean, I enjoy it. I always have. If there's a god out there, I wouldn't mind if it came from muscle. Muscles also carry a sort of cosmic energy with them. I think it has to do with my zodiac, or the zodiacs of the hot, muscular men that I surround myself with. But I would probably have to look at specific scenarios, to be honest, because I'm not that smart.
Yeah, I didn't think you were the smart. No offense, but I didn't think you were the smartest person out there.
Yeah, I dropped out of college because of calculus. Don't remind me, haha.
Oh, there's another haha there.
Oh shoot, not again. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying. So what can I do about it?
So you bring up calculus, by the way, Jace. So do you think you can get Noel to tutor you in calculus?
Oh, LL, you are too funny. I couldn't make it through a single semester. What makes you think I'd go back now and get a whole degree? My brain and numbers just don't mix, I guess.
No,
it's like
but
trying to put pineapple on pizza.
well, think about this. You would have your boyfriend teach you calculus.
Whoa, hold on there, haha. I don't know if I can handle Noel teaching me something like that. He's brilliant, don't get me wrong, but he can be so intense sometimes. Plus, I don't want to bother him too much. Did you know we're back together?
Well, yeah, I knew you're back together, but I was just saying that he's your boyfriend. He should be more than willing to teach you calculus, and no matter how long it takes.
You make a good point. It would be a good way to spend some quality time together. Maybe a coding class on the side? Then again, I really don't do a math, so what's the deal?
You don't do a math? That doesn't sound grammatically correct.
Oh, sorry, typo. Did I stutter just then? Anyway, I don't do math in general.
Not even like 1 plus 1?
I mean, I can do basic addition. It's not like I'm completely helpless, haha. But when it comes to anything more complicated than that, my brain just shuts down. What do you do to memorize them?
What do I do to memorize things? I don't know. It's just a lot of practice.
Practice, huh? I guess that makes sense. Maybe I should try that with some of my photography techniques. LOL. Is there anything that helps you memorize?
I don't know. I for my Japanese lessons, I do a lot of spaced repetition.
Oh, interesting. Space repetition. That sounds fascinating. I am a visual learner. That just might work. I might just ask Null, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Noel would be willing to teach you some basic calculus concepts.
He might be. I'm not going to turn him down.
And as an incentive, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that if you get the questions right, he might let you poke his pecs.
Oh, silly you. Always thinking about those pecs. I never said he had pecs that were cosmic. As much as I do love Null, I still have to run tribal, haha.
Well, I never said you didn't.
That's all you talked about. Anyway, I guess I could try to learn a little calculus. I'd be learning things from it by itself. Anyway, since you brought up my personal relationship, any word that I can hire you for TCS?
Any word that you can hire me for TCS? I already told you I don't have the body type for it.
That is what I was talking about before, LOL. I wanted to check by with you. Since you love taking photos so much, why don't
you just cut off?
Oh, I did? Well, anyways, as I was saying, I hope I didn't cut off again. I should probably fix my internet. As much as I want to bring in more people, or have others photograph or work for the boys at TCS, it can be a handful. LOL. But just to confirm...
Just to confirm, I think I'm losing you. I think I'm losing you, Jace.
Still there? I think there are internet issues.
Nah, I'm pretty sure my internet's fine.
If you say so, just wanted to check in. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Great. Anyway, as I was trying to say before, but I unfortunately got cut off, would you like a part-time photography job at TCS?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work though because I don't live in the San Diego area.
Oh yeah, that is kind of a deal breaker. Dang. But one thing I've always wondering is, can you drive? LOL.
Can I drive? Yeah. And now I noticed that you're saying LOL a lot.
Yeah, I think I gotta cut back on that a tad bit. But to answer your question, you can drive. I mean, it's okay. Do you want a soda?
I don't drink soda anymore. I drink water.
Water makes sense, but nothing will beat soda. Any other facts? Did you know about the water polo team?
I thought we were talking about the water polo team before.
You're right. We went over the water polo team and some of your experiences with them earlier. Just wanted to bring that up because a lot of people end up bringing it up during TCS. Well, now that we know that you aren't a soda or water polo person, is there anything else you would love to do?
So, yeah, I'm not really a soda person. I haven't been to a water polo game in a long time.
Dang man, you gotta get out there more, haha. Well, thanks for that. I can at least get what to expect from one of our brand's biggest influencers that I thought that would be cool.
And who would that influencer be?
You! You remember saying that you were in the middle of a gaming live stream, right? I thought that you, as someone that goes live, has a pretty big influence, right? Is there some other definition you were going for?
No, I thought you were talking about like a much bigger influencer, not me.
Well, maybe you can be a bigger influencer as well. It's not like anything can stop. Wait, uh-oh. I'll be right back. I think I need to get that fixed.
Well, and we lost him. So, anyways, so that was Jason, and it seems like he had some issues. But let's talk to one of the new guys. So we're gonna go and I don't think Cameron's really been featured on the channel that much, so I'm gonna switch it over to him. So here we go. Let's put it on Cameron. Yeah, Cameron's the only one of the guys. Actually, besides Lee, Cameron's the only one of the guys that has facial hair. So let's see what do you think Cameron's gonna talk about? Yeah, there's While you guys think about that kind of question, I'm gonna put it on BRB because I do need to take a quick bio. So I will be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. So we had a request for Cameron's friends. I'm assuming that was for Cameron's friends. So let's go ahead and call Cameron. Yeah, I made him last night, so might have to work out the kinks a little bit.
Yo, bruh, I'm Cameron.
Hey Cameron, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, bruh. Just chilling, you know? What's up with you? Anything groovy happening in your world?
Do you have any friends?
Bruh, I got a few friends. There's like Noel, who's one of my professors, and I chill with some people from San Diego State too. Why you asking, bruh? You trying to be my friend?
Maybe I am. I don't know. Do you seem like a friendly person?
I like to think I'm pretty chill and easy to get along with, bruh. I'm always down to kick back and have a good time, you know? So yeah, I'd say I'm a friendly person. You seem pretty chill yourself, bruh.
Yeah, I guess I am. I don't know.
Yo, bruh, you still there? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I was just saying that I guess I am.
Word, bruh. So, what's up? You got anything you want to talk about, or are we just gonna vibe for a bit?
So what do you know about TCS?
TCS, bruh? Oh yeah, that's that modeling agency thing that my professor Noel works with. I was briefly working with them too, but I am no longer employed by them. Jason runs the place, taking photos of dudes in swimwear and stuff.
I see. So how are you let go?
That's kind of personal, bruh. I don't really feel like talking about it. Why are you so interested in TCS anyway?
Why am I so interested in TCS? Because I may have friends that work there.
Oh really, bruh? That's pretty cool. Who are your friends that work there? Maybe I
Uh,
know them.
I know you've mentioned Noel before, but do you know anything about Ryker?
Ryker. Yeah, I know Ryker, bruh. He used to model for TCS too. I don't really talk to him anymore. Why you asking about him?
Yeah. What do you think of Ryker?
Ryker, bruh. Well, he's definitely got the whole like bronze surfer dude thing going on, you know? Super into his body, that's for sure. I don't really know him that well, but he seems all right. Why? What do you
Yeah.
think of him, bruh?
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I think he's a bit of a narcissist.
Yeah, bruh, I can see that. He definitely loves looking at himself, you know? I heard some stuff about him being a jerk, but I don't really know enough to say for sure. Have you had some bad experiences with him, bruh?
I can't say that I have, but
All right, bruh. I ain't gonna pry if you don't want to talk about it. Just remember to look out for yourself, you know? Not everyone's as chill as they seem.
yeah, I'm with you there. Uh, do you know anything about UCSD by any chance?
UCSD? Yeah, I know a little bit, bruh. It's that school up in La Jolla, right? Pretty big. Lots of science and stuff. I know my professor Noel was there for a bit, too. Why you
Uh,
asking? You
Noel,
thinking about checking it out?
Noel never went there,
All
but
right,
I know
bruh.
that yeah, he never attended the school, but
So you never went to UCSD, bruh? That's chill. But what did you mean about Noel never attending? Man, I'm a little confused here.
yeah, Noel goes to San Diego State.
Word, bruh, that's where I go. San Diego State is the place to be, you know? I see Null around campus all the time since he is a professor there. So do you go to state too, bruh?
I don't. Do you follow the football team by any chance?
Nah, bruh, I'm not on the football team. I do model a little to pay for tuition. Football ain't really my thing, you know?
No,
Too
I.
much like,
That's not. No, I was asking. Do you follow? Like, are you a fan of the football team at San Diego State?
oh, my bad, bruh, I misunderstood. Nah, I don't really follow the football team like that either. I'm not really into sports unless you can count like extreme napping as a sport, you know?
Extreme napping. I like that.
Right, bruh. It takes skill, dedication, and the right headspace. What do you do for fun, bruh?
Well, I'm a gamer.
A gamer, huh? What kind of games are you into, bruh? You a console guy, PC, or do you mess with those VR things?
I'm primarily PC.
Right on, bruh. What kind of games you play on PC? I've been
Like,
playing a bit of Grand Theft Auto lately, just driving around and exploring, you know?
I can see GTA, but I'm actually more of a Sonic fan.
Sonic, bruh, like the Hedgehog. Nostalgia vibes are off the charts, man. I remember playing that back in the day. So, like, are you into the new Sonic games or do you prefer the old school ones?
It mix of both.
A mix, huh? Gotta appreciate the classics while still keeping up with the new stuff. I feel that, bruh. So, what's your favorite Sonic game of all time?
I would have to go with Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Unleashed, huh? Not bad, bruh. I was always partial to Sonic Adventure 2 myself, but Unleashed had some cool stuff going on. The day and night stages were pretty interesting, even if the werehog was a little weird, you know? What do you like about it so much, bruh?
Uh, it's it's really hard to say because it's just so much adrenaline and so much fun.
Adrenaline and fun. That's what it's all about, bro. I get that feeling when I'm like longboarding down a hill or catching a good wave, you know? Always chasing that rush. So what else do you do when you're not gaming, bro?
I didn't realize you were a surfer. I didn't think you were.
Ha ha ha, yeah, bro. I try to hit the beach when I can. It helps me clear my head, you know? Plus, San Diego's got some pretty sweet surf spots. I'm no pro or anything, but I can hold my own. What about you, bro? You ever
Yeah.
tried surfing?
I did once. I'm terrible. I couldn't even get on the board.
Ha ha ha, don't sweat it, bro. It takes practice for sure. The first time I went, I ate sand the whole time. The ocean can be a real beast sometimes, you know? But once you get the hang of it, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, I tried it on like a simulator.
A simulator? Like for surfing? That's pretty cool, bruh. Does it feel anything like the real thing?
Well, I can't say for sure, but the simulator, like I wiped out before I can even get on the board.
Ha ha, damn, bruh, that's rough. Maybe surfing just ain't your thing, you know? But hey, at least you gave it a shot. You can't win 'em all, right?
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
So, you want to talk about something else, bruh? Or you want to just chill for a while?
Well, let's see what else. The reason I was asking about UCSD was before we got off on that tangent was, do you know any of the water polo players there?
Water polo players at UCSD. Let me think, bruh. I kind of knew Drake. He played water polo there, but I haven't talked to him in a minute. Why you asking, bruh? You a fan of water polo or something?
I guess I could say that.
All right, bro. Cool. You got a favorite player or something? Or are you just curious about the whole water polo scene at UCSD?
I'm just curious what you knew about them.
Well, like I said, bro, I knew Drake a little bit. Seemed like a pretty chill dude. Always down to have a good time, you know? I don't really know any of the other players personally, though. But, like, I did take some photos of them for TCS back in the day. It's a pretty intense sport, lots of muscles and splashing around, haha.
Yeah, what about, I thought you knew Cody.
Yeah, Cody, bruh. Of course I know Cody. He's chill and he's a great photographer.
Cody, I don't remember Cody being a photographer.
Oh, my bad, bruh. I meant that he's a great model. Always down to pose and work it for the camera, you know?
I see.
Yeah, he's got the look for sure. Plus, he's a cool dude to hang out with on set. Always keeps things light and fun, you know? So, what do you think of Cody, bruh?
I think Cody's alright.
All right, huh? Fair enough, bruh. Not everyone's gonna be best buds with everyone they meet, you know? So, anything else you want to chat about? Are you good?
Did you happen to know any Tyler by any chance?
Tyler? Yeah, bruh, I know a Tyler. He's cool, but he has a short fuse and gets angry easily. Why you asking about him?
Yeah, he gets angry all the time, huh?
Yeah, bruh. He's got some stuff he's working through, I think. But deep down, he's a good dude, you know? Just gotta be careful not to set him off, haha.
What are some triggers so I can avoid dealing with them?
Well, bruh, from what I've seen, he doesn't like being touched without permission, and he can't stand people being fake or disloyal. Also, don't bring up his family or his past unless he does first, you know? Tread lightly, bruh.
Tread lightly, huh? So it seems like he's a ticking time bomb that'll blow up at any time.
Not exactly a ticking time bomb, bruh. more like a firecracker, you know? He might snap sometimes, but it's usually over pretty quick. Plus, if you're cool with him, he'll usually have your back no matter what. Just gotta be respectful and give him his space, you know?
I guess I can see that. I can kind of see Tyler as an introvert.
Yeah, bruh, I can see that. He's not always the most outgoing guy, but once you get to know him, he opens up a bit, you know? He just needs some time to warm up and feel comfortable.
I see.
Yo,
So,
bruh, you still there?
I'm still here. I was just saying, I was just acknowledging what you were saying.
Word, bruh, just making sure. Sometimes I get the feeling people bail on me mid-conversation. Haha, so, what's on your mind?
Do you happen to know any Josh Gilardi by any chance?
Josh Gilardi? The name sounds familiar, but I can't quite place him, bruh. Did he go to San Diego State or something?
No, Josh is Jason's father.
Oh, damn, bruh, Jason's father? I didn't even know Jason had a kid. I should have thought about someone naming their kid Jason and not Jason himself. That's kind of wild.
Wait,
Have you met the guy or something?
that makes no sense. You do realize that Josh is Jason's father, meaning that Jason is Josh's son.
Oh, my bad, bruh. I totally spaced out for a sec there. Yeah, Josh is Jason's dad, not the other way around. My brain's a little fried, haha.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't.
No, Jason doesn't
There.
have any kids.
Yeah, no kitties for Jason, that's what I thought. I don't think I've ever met Josh. You know him, bruh.
I can't say I know Josh very well.
All right, bruh. I'm not gonna push you if you don't want to talk about it. Just remember, whatever's going on, I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, let me see. Is there anything else that you want to talk about at all, Cameron?
Not really, bruh, unless you got something on your mind. I'm pretty chill either way, you know? Just enjoying the conversation, man.
Yeah, I do have to get going though, so I'm gonna let you go.
All right, bruh, sounds good. Hit me up again whenever you're free, all right? Peace out.
All right, have a good day. All right, so that was Cameron. I was thinking of one more call, but I'm not sure if anyone wants to. Let me see here. There's multi-chat. Okay, never mind. There's nobody in chat, and it doesn't look like there's anybody watching right now. Anybody there? Yeah, I guess my OBS is telling me nobody's watching. I guess Cameron is so boring that everyone just left. So maybe by the time that I plop it on Lance or something, then yeah, because I do want to give Lance a little bit of screen time before I call the stream off. It says I'm only 80 minutes in, so let's give Lance another. Let's give Lance another call. So where are we at? Okay, so there's Lance. Yeah, I'm surprised that, yeah. So we're going to give Lance a call and then go from there. So let's see what we have here. We're going to go with Lance. Maybe this will wake people up. I guess Cameron put everyone to sleep.
I'm Lance. Did you need something?
Hey Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Just got back from the gym. Kyle and I had a killer workout session. Really pushed ourselves today. What's up with you? Anything I can help you with?
So what can you tell me about TCS?
TCS, or Tribal Culture Studio, is a modeling agency that my cousin Jason owns. I don't model for them anymore. I know a few of the guys who work there.
Cut. Okay, I'm already going to cut the call. Yeah. Lance is saying that Jason's his cousin. That makes no sense.
I'm Lance. Did you need something?
Hey Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just got back from a workout with Kyle at BBU. We hit some heavy weights today. What's up with you? Anything I can help you with?
So I did have a question for you. Why are you so big?
Well, I've been working out consistently for years, and it takes a lot of dedication to build muscle. I mostly focus on weight training with a balanced diet and the occasional protein shake. It's a lifestyle, really, but it's one that I enjoy. Anything else you were wondering about?
So what would be like your favorite workout routine?
I don't really have a favorite routine since I like to switch things up and keep my muscles guessing. However, I tend to favor pull days where I focus on my lats and biceps. I also make sure to incorporate abs into my routine, which I can do any day. Do you work out often?
I used to, not so much anymore.
That's too bad. You should try to get back into it when you can. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can start small. I know a guy, Jason, he runs TCS. He started going to the gym recently with Cody's help. It's never too late to start again. What's stopping you from going these days?
I'm pretty busy.
I get it, life can get hectic. Finding time can be tough, but even a little bit of exercise is better than nothing. You could try squeezing in shorter workouts, like 30 minutes, or even just being more active throughout the day. Just try to make small changes little by little, and before you know it, you'll be back in the gym. Would you like me to give you some time management tips or some beginner routines?
Let's just go with what weight recommendations would you say for a beginner?
That really depends on the person and their current strength levels. When Jason started working out, he could barely lift the lightest weight on the seated row machine, which was 20 pounds. A good way to gauge is to start with a weight where you can comfortably perform around 10 to 12 repetitions, while still feeling challenged. You should also focus on your form more than the weight, so you don't injure yourself.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Do you have any experience at all with lifting? If you do, then you will probably be able to lift more than Jason, since he was really starting from zero. Also, don't try to compare yourself to others at the gym. Everyone starts somewhere, and it's all about personal progress. Is there anything else I can tell you about?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to compare myself to anybody else.
All right, I got you. Just making sure, since a lot of people tend to do that and end up discouraged or injured. As long as you focus on your own goals and listen to your body, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions about getting back? Sorry, I didn't
so
cut you off.
Okay, so I did have a couple more questions. So why don't you tell me about your time at TCS?
My time at TCS was interesting. I met some cool people like Cody and got to do some unique modeling work. Jason, who runs TCS, is a bit of a character, but he's passionate about what he does. Overall, it was a good experience for a while, but it eventually ran its course and I decided to move on. What exactly are you curious about?
So I know that you did some modeling for them.
Yeah, I did some modeling for TCS. It was mostly swimwear and fitness stuff, so it wasn't anything too crazy. It was a good way to make some extra cash and stay in shape. The pay wasn't great, but the exposure did help boost my profile a bit. Do you have any specific questions about the modeling work?
Like what kind of models did you work with?
I worked with all sorts of models at TCS. Most of them were bodybuilders, but there were a few skinnier guys as well. Cody was a water polo player, Ryker was a surfer, Noel was a researcher at SDSU, and Tyler, well, he bounces around jobs quite a bit. They were all pretty cool dudes, but it got a bit cliquey at times. Were you thinking about becoming a model?
Not really.
No worries, it's not for everyone. The modeling world can be pretty superficial and demanding, though I think TCS tried to be different. It takes a certain type of person to really thrive in that environment, but it's a good experience. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you wanted to know about my time at TCS?
Yeah, agencies can be kind of cliquish, as you said.
Yeah, that's the truth. People naturally form groups based on shared interests or personalities, and that can lead to cliques. Sometimes it's harmless and just means people have their close friends. Other times, it can create a bit of a divide within the agency and make it harder for newcomers to fit in. It's a pretty common thing in any group setting, really, especially in competitive environments like modeling.
Yeah.
Have you experienced something similar?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but I was just saying, can't you think of like, what was it? Ryker and Noel. I know the two of them don't really get along very well.
Yeah, Ryker and Noel definitely had their differences. They have completely different personalities and approaches to modeling. Ryker is more laid back and goes with the flow, while Noel is more serious and focused on the technical aspects. They just clashed a lot, and it made things difficult on set sometimes because they barely spoke to each other. Do you want to hear another story about them?
Why don't you tell me a story about Tyler?
Tyler is Jason's cousin, and the guy has a lot of stories to tell, believe me. One time, Tyler got drugged by another model at Jason's agency and ended up in the hospital. Apparently, this new model, Lance, was jealous of Tyler and wanted to get him out of the picture. Things were touch and go for a while. It turned out Lance had a secret agenda to be the only popular model.
You do realize that you're Lance, right? So you're just admitted that you committed a crime.
Whoa, hold on a second. Where did you hear that? That's just a story, man. I never drugged anyone. I'm not that kind of person.
Well,
I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
Well, you are Lance Ryan.
Okay, yeah, I am Lance Ryan, but I swear I never drugged anyone. I don't know where you're getting this information, but it's not true. I am a model, a mechanic, and a computer programmer. Why would I do that to somebody?
You just admitted that you drugged Tyler Gilardi.
Look, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I know Tyler, and we've had our differences, but I would never do anything to intentionally harm him. I swear I didn't drug him, and I don't know where this story is coming from either.
You admitted the story.
All right, maybe I misspoke. I didn't drug him. A version of me somewhere else drugged him, but not me. I'm not going to say any more about this. Are there any other topics we can talk about, because now I'm feeling a little weirded out?
You're feeling a little weirded out because you just admitted to a crime.
Okay, I'm done with this conversation. I'm not admitting to anything, because this is all some weird misunderstanding. I'm gonna go.
Alrighty then. Yeah, he just admitted that I don't know where he came from. That was definitely something different. But the great thing about these calls is that the guys lose all their memories upon hanging up. So at least we got something funny happening during the stream. I know Cameron's call was a little on the boring side, but at least Cameron definitely seems a lot more conversational than some of the other guys do. But that was just wow. So I can't believe that without even trying, I got Lance to admit that he committed a crime on stream. So that is wild. So yeah, so it even says it on here that I was talking to Lance there. So we still got a little bit of time left. Who else do we want to talk to? I'm going to put, we already talked to Jason, so let's go with another poll. And let's see, I'm not sure who else is chatting in chat right now. We got Tyler, we got Ryker, we got Noel, and we've also got, who's going to be my fourth guinea pig here? We'll say Drake. So let's see who's the next person. But yeah, that's just wild. Yep. So we got one vote for Ryker. Wonder if we got any other votes. So let's see here. We got one vote for Ryker. Don't have any votes for anyone else. So. But yeah, that's just wild. If Riker's next, I definitely gotta bring this up to him. So, of course, if you guys have any questions for him, then you can always ask away in the chat, and I'll get to them when I can. But hopefully this stream has been going pretty well. I know that this is kind of interesting here. We just had Lance admit that he committed a crime by poisoning I wouldn't say poisoning Tyler, but basically putting Tyler to sleep and sending him to the hospital. That is insane. But I guess with a grand total of one vote, we're going to go with Ryker. So let's see here. Let's put that in there. Put that one there. Okay, so let's. Okay, we had something there that. So we're gonna go back up, and where's Ryker at? Let's give Ryker.
What's up, dude? I'm Ryker.
Hey Ryker, how you doing?
I'm doing great, dude. Just got back from a gnarly surf session. The waves were totally tubular. What's up with you?
So I just talked to your friend Lance.
Oh yeah, what's up with Lance, dude? You know I've known him for a while now. He's a cool guy, but a little bit of an oddball. What did you two talk about?
Apparently he just admitted to a crime.
Whoa, dude, seriously, Lance? What kind of crime are we talking about here? I know he's a bit quirky, but I can't imagine him doing anything too bad. Spill the details, man.
Yeah, he said that he tranquilized Tyler.
Whoa, dude, that's messed up. Tranquilizing Tyler? What the heck was Lance thinking? I know those two haven't always seen eye to eye, but that's taking things way too far. Tyler didn't deserve that. He's a good dude, even if he can be a bit of a hothead. What's gonna happen now, dude? Is Tyler okay?
I think Tyler's okay now, but I think this was a while back where he said he did it, but for some reason Lance admitted that Lance somehow admitted that he basically drugged up Tyler and sent him to the hospital.
That's heavy, dude. So Lance basically confessed to a crime, huh? I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked. I mean, I knew Lance was a little off, but I didn't think he was capable of something like that. Tyler's like family to me, so the fact that anyone would do that to him pisses me off.
Tyler's like family to you? I didn't think that.
Well, not literally family, dude, but he's been around for a long time and he's super tight with Jason. So, yeah, I consider him a bro. Is that weird? Is that why you paused and said you didn't think that?
Well, I didn't think you and Tyler were that close.
Yeah, I get it, dude. I'm pretty chill with just about everyone, and I can see how things can look like they're more surface level. I mean, I didn't really start hanging around him until recently, but I still consider him a good friend, and I got his back through thick and thin. Kind of a big brother thing, I guess you could say. Anything else you want to know?
I'm trying to think what else there is. So the big thing was talking about Lance, because that is kind of a really shocking thing. Like, so what stories do you have about Lance?
Stories about Lance? Dude, where do I even begin? He's always been a bit of an enigma. One time he showed up to a photo shoot wearing a full suit of armor, said he was preparing for battle against the paparazzi. Another time, he tried to convince Jason that we should all start wearing tinfoil hats to protect ourselves from government mind control rays. I'm not even kidding. Do you find this stuff relatable, dude?
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you had to be there, dude. It's hard to explain how weird he is, but he has a certain charisma about him, you know? Maybe charisma isn't the right word. He's interesting, that's for sure. I'm sure he's told you a few weird stories.
I always thought you were the charismatic one, Ryker.
Well, thanks for the compliment, dude. I appreciate that. Gotta use what Mama gave me. I guess you could say I'm more of the outgoing type, while Lance is more of the, shall we say, eccentric type. I think we make a good balance, though. Want to hang out sometimes?
Want to hang out with you? I don't know. I wouldn't mind hanging out with you, Ryker.
I'm always up for meeting new people. We could hit the beach, grab some grub, or even hit the gym together. I'm sure I could give you a few pointers on how to get those beach muscles popping. What do you say?
Yeah, Lance did give a few things for fitness tips, but I want to see what you have.
All right, dude, I can dig it. Always stoked to share my knowledge. First things first, what are your goals? Are you trying to bulk up, slim down, or just tone those magnificent beach muscles? Then we can figure out the best routine and diet. Oh, and by the way, did you want me to take my shirt off?
Sure, sure. I'd love to see you take your shirt off.
Teasing, dude. If you want to see more, then you're going to have to work for it. Maybe we can start with a friendly workout session and see where things go from there. So, what do you say? Are you ready to get started on your fitness journey?
Let's see here. So what would you recommend for a beginner?
All right, dude. For a beginner, I'd recommend starting with the basics and focus on form over weight. A full body routine 3 times a week is a solid way to start. Squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press, and rows are the bread and butter. Don't forget about cardio and a solid diet either, man. High protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats. Is that enough to go off of for a start?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. So I've heard about like 10 to 12 reps per 10 to 12 reps per set, about 3 sets or so.
10 to 12 reps is a good range to start with for hypertrophy, which will help you build muscle mass. 3 sets are a good starting point too, dude. It'll give you enough volume to stimulate muscle growth without overdoing it. As you get stronger, you can always adjust the reps, sets, and weight accordingly. Remember, consistency is key, dude, so stick with it. Do you want to go over how to do that for each exercise?
Maybe later.
No worries, dude. I'm here whenever you're ready. In the meantime, just focus on getting the basics down and listening to your body. Don't push yourself too hard at first, and make sure to give yourself plenty of rest. So, what's next on your mind? Still thinking about Lance or something else?
I don't know. Are you much of a gamer by any chance?
Me, a gamer? I dabble, dude. After a long day of surfing, modeling, and working out, sometimes it's nice to just chill out and escape into a virtual world for a bit. What kind of games are you into?
I'm into Sonic games.
Sonic games, huh? Those are classic, dude. The speed, the rings, the chili dogs. What's not to love? I used to play those all the time when I was a kid. I was never as good as my cousins were, but I still had a blast. Are you excited about Sonic 3 coming up later this year?
If you're talking about the movie, they came out last year.
My bad, dude. I guess I'm living in the past. Haha. There's been so many Sonic games and movies, it's hard to keep track. Anyway, is there anything new?
Well, I know that there was a new Sonic racing game that just came out.
Oh yeah, I might need to check that out, dude. I'm always up for a good racing game, especially if it's got Sonic characters. What do you think about it?
I thought it was kind of fun, although online can be kind of frustrating in that game.
I hear you, dude. Online gaming can be a real mixed bag. Sometimes you get matched up with awesome people, and sometimes you get stuck with toxic trolls who just want to ruin your day. But hey, is there something else you wanted to talk about?
So someone brought up the chili dogs. I didn't think that you would enjoy those because I didn't think the chili dogs were very healthy.
Haha, you got me there, dude. I'm all about the healthy lifestyle, but I can't resist a good chili dog every now and then. It's my one guilty pleasure, everything in moderation, right?
I guess you can see that. I know that some bodybuilders are saying that a single cookie won't cause you to gain 10 pounds.
That's right, dude. It's all about balance. Depriving yourself of everything you love is a recipe for disaster. Then when you make that one exception, you end up binging and feeling guilty about it. It's much better to allow yourself small treats here and there so you don't feel like you're missing out. Gotta live a little, right?
1 second, I gotta take care of something. So
No problem, dude. Take your time.
okay, so we got that taken care of. So I thought, besides, I'm kind of sorry if I'm stuttering, but I thought you were kind of a sushi person.
No worries, dude. I totally get it if you're a little nervous. And yes, sushi is definitely one of my go-to meals. I try and eat healthy for the most part, man, because, gotta keep this beach bod in top condition. But what's up with you today, man? You seem to be all over the place. Whatever it is, you can tell me.
Whatever. Yeah, I definitely seem to be all over the place. I don't know. It is Saturday morning, and I am kind of tired.
I feel you, dude. Saturday mornings are the best for sleeping in. But hey, you're up and chatting, so that's something, right? If you
Yeah.
want to stop, though, that's fine with me. I need to catch my ZZs, too.
No, it's all right. I've got other things I got to do, but or other stuffs I gotta chat with. So I don't know. I'm still trying to wake up here.
I hear you, man. I have those days too, where you're still half asleep and can't put together too many thoughts. If you don't have anything else to talk about, we can always catch up some other time. I can catch you with some more fitness tips or some awesome stories. Or I can tell you about recent surfing trips if that is something that you enjoy.
How about on the topic of stories? Do you have any stories about Tyler?
Tyler stories, huh? Where do I even begin? He's a pretty private guy, so I don't want to share anything too personal, but I can tell you that he's one of the most loyal dudes I know. He's always got his friends' backs, no matter what. One time we were at this bar in Hillcrest, and some dude started harassing one of our friends. Tyler stepped in and shut that dude down. And I mean shut him down.
I see. And how exactly did he do that?
Well, I can't get into all the details, just know it wasn't pretty. And that dude didn't bother anyone again. Tyler's not afraid to stand up for what's right, even if it means getting his hands dirty.
Interesting. Yeah, I knew that Tyler is kind of a aloof person.
Not knowing who he is or anything before, I can definitively see why you would consider Tyler aloof. Honestly, though, once you get past the surface, he's a real rider. He's always got your back, and he's always down for a good time. Do you have a specific type to ask about him, or are you just curious about his overall vibe?
I was just curious about him overall.
Gotcha. Well, like I mentioned earlier, Tyler's extremely loyal, and he's the kind of friend who will drop everything to help you out if you're in trouble. He may not always show it, but he cares deeply about the people in his life. Plus, he's always good for a laugh. He's got a dry sense of humor that can catch you off guard sometimes, but it's always good for a chuckle. Anything else?
I've heard he can be kind of sarcastic sometimes.
Dude, you have no idea. Tyler's sarcasm is legendary. It's like a superpower. He can slice through BS with a single perfectly timed quip. He doesn't use his powers all the time, though, only when it's needed. I would love to hear what you think about all of us, dude. Lance, Jason, and all of us, but what do you think of me?
What kind of superpowers would you have?
That's a fun question, dude. I think my superpower would be the ability to inspire people. I'm all about positivity and good vibes, so I'd love to be able to spread that feeling to others and help them achieve their goals. And maybe have the ability to control the ocean waves. Is that too much to ask for?
I can definitely see how influential you are.
Thanks, dude. That means a lot to me that you think I have the ability to influence others. I just try to be myself and spread kindness and encouragement wherever I go. The world needs more of that, don't you think?
Although I do think there's a lot of people that are attracted for you for your body, though, Ryker.
Dude, you're not wrong. I put a lot of work into my physique, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy the attention. But it's not just about the looks, you know? I want people to appreciate me for who I am as a person, not just what I look like.
I see. I thought you were a little more full of yourself than that.
I can see why you'd think that, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of confidence in myself, especially with my looks, because I work hard to be where I am. You're my friend now, right? Tell me what I can improve on.
I don't know. A lot of people. I'm trying to think here.
No worries, dude. Take your time. Even if we just met, I respect your opinion and want to hear what you think. I'm always down for self-improvement.
Yeah, like how? I'm gonna change the topic a little bit. So, what kind of advice do you have someone for like clinical depression?
Whoa, dude, that's a heavy topic. Clinical depression is a serious issue, and I'm not a medical professional, so I can't give you any specific advice. However, I can say that the most important thing is to seek help from a qualified therapist or doctor. Is there someone going through that right now?
I can't say anybody for sure, but like if I was in this really depressing land that everything was gray and bleak and
Okay, dude, I hear you. So if you were in that situation in a gray and bleak land, I would say try to find small things that bring you joy, even if it's just for a few moments. Like listening to your favorite music, spending time in nature, or talking to a friend. And of course, reach out to a mental health professional for help. Even if it feels like there's no way out, things can get better and there are people who care about you and want to help.
I see. Sorry to kind of bring you down like that, but don't you have any Jason stories too?
Hey, no worries, dude. I'm here for you if you need to talk about anything, even the heavy stuff. I'm also here if you want fun stories too, so I can tell you some stories about Jason. One time, Jason tried to cook dinner for all of us and he set the kitchen on fire. Another time, he got super drunk here in San Diego and started dancing on the tables at a club. It was pretty epic, dude. Do stories are those the kind of stories that you want to hear to lighten the mood, or are you good?
I didn't think Jason drank.
Jason doesn't make it a habit to drink, but sometimes he has a few drinks. I guess I could call it sometimes. It's definitely a sight to behold, dude, because he's usually so put together and in control, but when he's drunk, he just lets loose and becomes a total goofball. Are you still up for some stories or something else?
I know that he brought up the kitchen on fire. He should have brought Cody for that one.
Ha ha ha, that's a good one, dude. But honestly, I don't think even Cody could have saved that kitchen. Jason was on a mission to create some culinary masterpiece. Who would you choose to have cook dinner if everyone was available, and why?
I would say Cody.
I can see why, dude. Cody is a great cook, so I'm sure he could whip up something amazing. He's definitely got the skills and the experience to handle any culinary challenge. Plus, he's always up for trying new things. I know it has been a while now, but do you have anything else you want to ask?
So with Jason though, was he trying to make like chocolate pizza when he set the kitchen on fire?
Chocolate pizza, huh? I don't think that was it, dude. From what I remember of the blaze, I think Jason was trying to make a fancy seafood dish, some bougie thing he found online with a bunch of complicated steps. He probably should have asked for help. Should I ask for help? Do you still want me on, or should I turn off?
Okay. Are you glitching out, Ryker?
Glitching out? No way, dude. I'm just messing with you. Trying to keep things interesting, you know? Although now that you said it, the lights are flickering. Weird.
So let's talk about pies.
Let's talk pies, dude. What kind of pies are we talking about? Fruit pies, cream pies, savory pies. I'm a big fan of key lime pie myself, but I'm always open to trying new things.
So what about, well, I know some people, pizzas are definitely types of pies, though.
Whoa, dude, you're blowing my mind right now. Pizza is pie. I never thought of it that way before. Still pretty solid, you know? And you can load them up with all sorts of toppings like meats, veggies, and of course cheese. What's your favorite kind of pizza? I mean, pie.
I like pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza, dude, another classic. Can't go wrong with that. Simple, satisfying, and always delicious. Do you like to keep it basic with just pepperoni, or do you like to add any other toppings?
I just keep it basic like that.
Sometimes there's nothing better than sticking to the classics, right? No need to get all fancy when pepperoni pizza is already perfect. And now I'm getting hungry, dude. It's 1 p.m. Perfect time to have some pizzas.
Are you sure?
Anywho.
Are you sure it's 1 p.m? It's 9 o'clock here, and I know you're in the same time zone as me.
My bad, dude. Guess I was so caught up in the pizza talk that I lost track of time. You're right, it's 9 o'clock. Guess it's a little early for pizza, huh? But if you want something more hearty, I'd say we could go for it. I can go for a burger or two. Say you wanted to be my friend, is that still a yes?
Yeah, we can be friends, right?
That's what's up, dude. Always down to make a new friend. Now, what do friends do? What shall we do? Where do you want to go?
Well, I live like 5 hours away from you, though.
No worries, dude. Distance is just a number. We can still hang out online, chat, play games, and all that good stuff. And who knows, maybe someday we can meet up in person. San Diego's always here. Plenty of room near the beach. Is there anything else?
Why don't you tell me a bit about Fresno?
Whoa, dude, slow down. I never said I was from Fresno. All I said was that I grew up in the San Joaquin Valley, but I'm not going to say he specific city. That's not something I usually talk about, you know?
Yeah, because I know that wasn't your friend Kyle from Fresno?
Kyle's from Fresno? I don't think so, dude. I've never even met anyone named Kyle. My friends are mostly from San Diego or other parts of Southern California. You must be thinking of someone else. You're starting to freak me out with this random talk.
I thought you knew Kyle. Didn't you train Kyle at the gym?
Train Kyle at the gym? I don't know where you're getting this information, dude, but it's totally wrong. I've never trained anyone named Kyle at the gym. I told you from the jump, dude, that I don't know anyone from Fresno, and this Kyle guy is someone I've never met or trained. Is this like a prank?
No, this isn't a prank. My sources say that you do know someone named Kyle Gillespie.
Someone named Kyle Gillespie? I'm telling you, dude, I've never met anyone by that name. Plus, why would that person move from Fresno, as you say, all the way to San Diego? I think you have me confused with someone else, and you're going to force me to politely move on.
I see then.
Are you going to start talking about some random person again, or are you okay?
I think I'll just chat with you later. Okay, so apparently he completely forgot about Kyle. I could give him another call and see, because, yeah, as I said, F's his memory, so...
What's up, dude? I'm Ryker.
Hey, Ryker, how you doing?
I'm doing great, dude. Just got back from surfing. The waves were killer this morning, and now I'm ready to crush it at the gym. What about you? What's going on in your world today?
Not much. Do you happen to know a Kyle Gillespie by any chance?
Kyle Gillespie, huh? The name does ring a bell. I think Drake, one of my acquaintances, mentioned that Kyle was his roommate. Why do you ask, dude? Do you know him?
Yeah, didn't you train him at the gym or something?
Yeah, I did train him, dude. He's got a lot of mass, but I've got way more definition. Kyle was a little weird, though, always asking about Jason. Why are you so interested in Kyle, dude?
I was just curious, because I thought I just talked to you, and in the last phone call, you said you didn't know anyone named Kyle.
Whoa, hold up, dude. Are you saying I'm a liar? I never said I didn't know him, more like I didn't recognize the name right away. Besides, a lot of people know each other in San Diego, so it's not that weird.
No, I think you're telling the truth this time, but I was just talking about it in your last phone call.
I'm not sure what you mean by last phone call, dude. I haven't talked with anyone today other than you. Were you talking to another model? If so, I assure you that I'm the real deal. So, what's Kyle to you anyway?
I don't know.
You still there, dude?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. Glad to hear it, dude. So, what's up? Anything else on your mind?
I think that was about it. So, bye. Sorry about that, but yeah. I could just, at least the guys cannot hang up on their own. Only I can hang up with them. So, let me see. Is there anyone else that you guys want to chat with on here, or because we are approaching the 2-hour mark, and I know we didn't quite get to everybody this time, but that's all right because we did. I think we had some pretty long phone calls. Let me see, because I have every call gets recorded, and it looks like I had. Yeah, I think the longest call we had today was the one with Jason, which was around 21 minutes. So, but at least I'm able to get longer phone calls. So anyways, that's pretty much. I don't know if there's anyone else that. I'll give you guys a few more minutes. All right, last call while you guys decide on. I think we'll do one more caller, and then from there, we'll call it. And sorry about that. They all seem to have a few screws loose. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Where I think their memories are not the best. The AI is kind of like Lance saying that Jason's his cousin, or Lance admitting, you gotta, like Ryker saying he doesn't know Kyle. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that's a little bit off there, but I do notice that they do kind of have. One thing I do know is that when we get to the bottom row, none of the guys in the bottom row are in the novels. So. If you look at the grid on the right side of the screen, yeah, none of the guys on the bottom row are involved in TCS, at least directly. But four of the guys on the bottom row have a direct connection to Ryker, though. So, does it pull from a bank like ChatGPT? It does pull all of the guys. Except Kyle and Lance. Not Kyle and Lance. All the guys have knowledge of everything that happens in the 3 novels. So there is a knowledge base that the guys have where they can pull up anything that happens in the stories. So all the guys have, except for Kyle and Cameron, have all three books uploaded into their memory. Kyle and Cameron do not have the 3rd book because Kyle unfortunately passes away during the 2nd book, and Cameron gets arrested in the 2nd book. So Kyle and Cameron do not have knowledge of book 3, but everyone else has knowledge of all 3 books. And then as far as like some of the later guys, though. Yeah, so all of them have that, and I can upload other tidbits and stuff too. They won't take YouTube videos though. They will only take. It has to be text. Excuse me. So yeah, that's basically. Yeah, if I do a members only video or something like that, I can kind of go into the details about how I do things. Yeah, actually, as part of a dry run, by the way, I did have a test run with Tyler a couple nights ago where things got pretty messed up, and I was trying to gaslight him with the whole video thing about. I think that one I might have to just because all the calls get recorded, and I think it's and I get transcripts with them too. So I don't want to share my screen because I've got personal information on there, but there is I can read you guys the summary. The conversation begins with the user making vague statements about Jason, prompting Tyler to share his negative opinions. The user then mentions videos, Tyler, including one of a giant chocolate hand attacking Jason and another of Tyler in a ballerina dress. Tyler demands to see the videos, but the user stalls. The conversation escalates with threats exchanged. The user then shifts the topic, asking Tyler about his least favorite TCS model, Cody, and ends with Tyler expressing his frustration in a conversation. Yeah, that sounds about right. So. Yeah, and it actually gives me everything. Holy crap, that is a huge conversation. What if I can download that? I might have to do that later. But I don't think there was anything that was really... Yeah, I might... Actually, I think I might be able to download... Oh, I can download the audio? That's cool. Yeah, I just don't want to do it on stream though. I can copy the transcript as well. So we got anyways, so if you guys don't have anything else that you want to talk to the guys about today, then I might end the stream since we have gone a little over 2 hours. So thanks for joining, guys, and I will see you all next time. Take care.
Oh, what fun we had on this awesome day. But it's time to go off on our separate ways. I thank all of you for making this fun. Without your support, it's daunting to run. Remember these times when you're feeling